Ketchum.
Hey guys, PokeDan here. As I'm sure nearly all my subscribers know, I've made quite a few videos talking about Ash Ketchum. One topic I've never really discussed on the channel though is my favourite Pokemon owned by him. So I thought, hey, I should probably get around to doing that, and well, here we are now, where you guys join me to count down my top 10 favourite Pokemon owned by Ash Ketchum. I know, you probably think these videos are overdone, but I just wanted to visit the topic and add my thoughts to it. Oh, and speaking of overdone...
What a horrible segue. Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is KarlosPokemon, and thanks for having me back on the channel once again. Of course, this is a two-part collab. Right now you're watching part 1, and once you're done here, be sure to check out part 2 over on my channel.
Another thing guys, over the course of these two videos, we won't be mentioning Ash's Pikachu, Charizard or Greninja, because that's just way too obvious. But that doesn't mean that we don't love them. Also guys, this is just our favourite Pokemon that Ash has owned, so be sure to let us know yours down in the comment section. But with all that being said, let's get started with the video. Kicking off this list is a fairly well-known Pokemon of Ash's. It's his Donphan. Donphan first appeared in the Pokemon anime as an egg, which later hatched to be Phanpy. As a Phanpy, not only was this Pokemon adorable, but when Ash did decide to use it, it was fairly strong considering it was a newly born Pokemon. Ash didn't really show his Phanpy off all that much in Johto, so luckily, it made a return in the Hoenn region where it also evolved. Upon evolution, it gained a lot more strength, and I remember when I was a child just seeing it face off against Frontier Brain Lucy Seviper, and just thinking it was so cool. If this twerp didn't own so many good Pokemon, Donphan would for sure be much higher up on this list.
Hogging the number 9 spot is Ash's Pignite. Pignite's introduction to the series was definitely a sad one, with it being left by its trainer as a Tepig, tied to a post and left to starve. However, seeing it regain its trust in a trainer through its interactions with Ash was really endearing and made it almost impossible not to like. Placing Pignite's backstory to the side for a second, upon evolving from Tepig, it really did become one of Ash's most depended on Pokemon, helping out at Bryson's gym, Roxy's, and of course before all that having a big showdown with its old trainer as a Tepig. Not to mention its short temper throughout the series provided some funny moments along the way.
Ash's Unova team has been judged by so many people. However, I happen to like a lot of his team, especially his Crocodile, who takes the number 8 spot on this list. Out of all of Ash's Unova team, I'd have to say that Crocodile was probably his strongest Pokemon. It certainly helped out Ash to gain a lot of his Unova gym badges. Another thing is, I remember when this Pokemon was first shown off in the anime, and it wasn't even a Crocodile then, it was a Sandile. This Pokemon tended to follow Ash around quite a lot, and it sported some pretty sick shades. Eventually, it joined Ash on his Unova journey, and it's become a memorable and well-loved Pokemon of his. Crocodile, you are one awesome Pokemon. The number 8 spot is all yours.
Next up is Goodra. Now Goodra in my opinion had a brilliant story leading up to its arrival onto Ash's team. Being the only Goomy living in the wetlands of Kalos with only a Wooper for a friend, Goomy had a difficult time surviving being as weak as it was. Although being as weak as it was is actually the reason that it ran into Ash in the first place. Goomy's first appearance takes place because the leader of the Pokemon that lived in the wetlands confronted them and hit Goomy with a moonblast that sent him flying. Ash then later runs into Goomy whilst climbing up the mountain. Ash and the gang help it recover with lots of water, and long story short, a couple of episodes travelling with Ash, being captured by Team Rocket and being frightened by pretty much anything it came across. It then later joined Ash's team, and despite it being such a weak Pokemon, it actually really endeared itself to fans and they became quite attached to this Pokemon, even before it evolved into a Goodra. It helped out in Clement's gym, the semi-finals of the Kalos League, it was taken hostage by Lysandre, and then there's that goodbye. Oh my god, that goodbye. It's like Butterfree all over again. Oh god, now I'm thinking about that. Just cut to the next one.
Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have one of Ash's best Sinnoh Pokemon. It's his Gliscor. This is another Pokemon of Ash's that has a funny personality, and it's also another one that's faced its own issues throughout the anime. As a Gligar, this Pokemon was a bit of a wimp, and not the best battler. But in an episode devoted to itself and Ash, it managed to evolve and debuted its newfound strength. So Ash's Gligar was cool, but Ash's Gliscor was so much better. And it's a shame that it's another Pokemon that Ash sent into training for a bit, because I wanted to see more of it. Thankfully, Gliscor returned, and I'm so glad that it did because it's one of my favourite Pokemon owned by Ash. But anyway guys, with that being said, that pretty much wraps things up for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to watch the second half of this video over on Karl's channel. And as well as that, comment down below some of your favourite Pokemon owned by Ash. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.